Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to another episode of Rogan Radio. This is episode 45, and this episode we talk about pumpkins, we talk about Halloween, we talk about our big plans coming up, we talk about the big Duggar dance coming up, we talk about this week in history, what some of the cool things that happened this week in history.
We got some of that? You got some of that?
Absolutely,
Some of
Chad did some research on that.
All right.
And then we also talk about...
I'm going to talk about some of the places that listen to Rogan Radio. You got some of them?
Oh,
Who was,
yeah,
you know, who was last week? Who was... Number one last week. Do you got that
It's
information?
the most wonderful time of the year. Hold on. That was a commercial we did today. Once again, hey, listen, to everybody in the area, to where we live, in the Designer's Garden Center, listen, they have, speaking of pumpkin. You know, you can go down to your Walmart and you can buy a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Or you can buy a pumpkin. These are specialty pumpkins. I didn't even know there was such a thing. I thought, like, pumpkin was orange. They have... white pumpkins, red pumpkins, green pumpkins, purple pumpkins,
pink pumpkins.
They've got horny kind of pumpkins.
Yeah, like warty.
Horny
like
pumpkins.
Horty.
No, horny. They're
Horny.
like warty. They got warts on them. Looks like a wart.
Do they multiply quick?
I don't know. Maybe they do.
But it's actually pretty interesting.
Hey, you know, there is a lot of things going on now where people are painting pumpkins rather than actually carving them, jack-o'-lanterns and stuff like that.
That is because I think they don't want them to rot, but then we heard Chuck had a cool thing to do.
Now listen, and that's you know, a lot of people cut those instead of cutting them out, they'll go ahead and do a jack-o'-lantern with paint on them, and they'll last longer, allegedly.
Yeah, but you can't put a candle in that.
Well, what I was saying was, I mean, if you want a blank slate to be able to paint on, them white pumpkins would be perfect.
Yeah,
it's just
it
like
really
having a
would be.
canvas.
Right. Well, that's true.
And I wonder how some of our... let's ask Bruce. Bruce in Japan. Well, first of all, do you guys... I mean, is Halloween even recognized?
Halloween, we learn tradition from the Western cultures, but we usually when we see a pumpkin in Japan, we are more like a pumpkin. It's a green squash. That you see in the grocery store.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys are kind of scared over there and stuff.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah,
worried about spirits and things. So Halloween, I figure might not be really big.
Well, but a lot of people. Well, some people do have parties and stuff, but not as big as here.
Huh. I wonder how that worked. I didn't know if we were like exclusive to the pumpkin jack-o'-lantern kind of thing. You know, does anybody else
like
do
a
that?
Scary kind of a image to it.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Pumpkin
Listen,
is
but now real quick
Virginia.
though,
It is.
if you do carve a jack-o'-lantern out, those things will dry out. They'll dehydrate. Then they start to shrink and they start to mold and stuff on the inside. Now here's a trick though: if you cut one out, say if it's a week before Halloween. Or maybe 2 weeks. We used to do this all the time. If you remember, we used to have 30 or 40 jack-o'-lanterns out in the yard.
And he's not exaggerating. And these things were, they were carved, I mean...
Sherry did a good job. She carved really extravagant. It wasn't like your typical smiley face. They were castles and kind of cool match Frankensteins, things like that.
Very detailed.
You get we went out and got these big plastic tub-like thing, filled it full of water. You just take those pumpkins and submerge it in those... Just submerge it in water, and that pumpkin will suck all that water back up there. Boom,
Boom, like brand new again.
They won't dry out. It's amazing. I can't remember. We learned that in New England. I think we learned that in Salem, actually. Yeah.
You had some really cool pumpkins.
Oh,
people
was great.
Oh yeah, and they were all strewn. Do you remember those, Jimmy?
Yeah.
All strewn out in the front yard there. All had candles in them.
Everybody loves Chuck's pumpkins.
I love your pumpkins, too. My God, do I love you.
Which I think is going to be very interesting because we're going to have this segment coming up on Rogan Radio with Bruce and the samurai sword carving. Have you ever actually carved a pumpkin?
Carving.
You never have in your life.
I did it with my kids at one time when they were little. Yeah,
right.
That was quite a project.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. But you don't have that tradition in Japan.
Oh, no.
Halloween's not even... Is Halloween even anything in Japan?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Not really. We talk about it, but that's about it.
I wonder while we're doing this, find out the origin of Halloween. I mean, how many countries actually celebrate Halloween? Because I mean,
I don't know if our friends from London celebrates Halloween.
And speaking of that, the top 5 countries.
Actually,
here we go.
Actually, it's actually called Samhain. It's a Celtic festival of Samhain.
Samhain.
So we're talking Irish then.
Yes.
Well, you're a little Irish here, aren't you there, Rogaine?
It's straddling the line between fall and winter, plenty and paucity, life and death. Halloween is a time of celebration and superstition. It is thought to have originated with the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off roaming ghosts.
Wow.
Woo! Roaming ghost.
That breathing's really scary.
I know. I don't know who's breathing.
That's speaking of that though, the top 5 countries. Whoa! You know what? Halloween just makes us crazy. or October in general, because I just love the leaves changing. The leaves, you know, and here's what I'm worried about where we live at. Or let's get to the top 5 countries of the podcast first. The United States, UK, Canada, Hong Kong. Would you consider Hong Kong a country?
Hong Kong is
a city.
Part of China. But
China.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be necessarily a country.
You know what I know about Hong Kong?
They got
Philly.
a different. I read up on it.
Yeah.
And they have a little different belief among themselves. So,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
And then coming in at number 5, Pakistan.
What?
Pakistan. Believe it. That was a good one. And get used to this, because all through the month of October we're going to be talking
Halloween.
Yeah, we really do. But this is what's kind of bad. One thing cool about October is when the leaves change.
It's really pretty.
The foliage is great. If a lot of people go through New England, and if you go through West Virginia and a lot of areas of West Virginia, when the leaves start to change, it's fantastic. Here's the problem that I've noticed so far this year: there hasn't been a lot of rain. The leaves are starting. Everything's drying out. The leaves are actually starting to fall off already. And there's really no turn to them. They're just. I mean, you go out there, and some of my trees already are almost bare, and they really weren't turned. They haven't really turned. So that's going to be a problem.
Started drying out and dying.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a year of what that insect, the cicada.
Right.
I think they chewed up most of the trees.
Now here's this. Here's a great question for you too when it comes to trees. Like in the summertime, mid of summer, everything's green. Everything's green. But then when fall, you see the yellows and you see the oranges and you see the reds and you see all these different colors. Why is that? Why aren't they green in the fall? Why do they change?
Because the photosynthesis is chloroformed, and
the actual color you see in the fall is the actual color of the tree. That's the actual real color of the tree. But it's because there's so much sunlight in the summertime. It produces too much, and it turns everything green.
Oh well, I like that.
Yeah.
So in other words, it's like a bleach blonde in a pool.
It's you know what? Exactly like it's a bleach blonde in a pool. Exactly like that.
But
Exactly that's a good one.
These things are going to be turning here. I mean, this month is going to be big.
Well, they're starting. That's what I mean. I'm worried about not so much the leaves turning. I'm worried about there being leaves
turning brown and falling off.
Well, yeah, I'm worried about them being leaves on the trees to turn.
Well,
because a lot of them are bare already.
Yeah, we want to see some really pretty colors.
I just took that ride today.
Yeah.
And went down.
First of all, the ride was where?
It was down 219, down through Snowshoe, and down along the Allegheny Highlands Scenic Highway, down on 150. And over the last 3 days, they've gotten some rain down there, so the leaves are now starting to change. So there's some reds popping out, but they're just now starting. So
that's a nice ride, though.
Oh my gosh, yes, it's beautiful. If you haven't been down that way, you've got to take that ride.
Yeah, seriously. I want to try that out.
Car or bike, whatever. I mean, it's beautiful, and you can see so far.
I don't know what they're laughing about there.
No, here's what we're laughing at. I'm over there looking at Chad. And listen, let me tell you something. We've eaten so much tonight, Chad.
No, Alex,
we've drank so much.
You.
You've eaten and drank so much. We're like Roman warriors right now.
Is he staying the night here?
Listen, I look over at Chad and he's just fighting. You know when you try to swallow a yawn.
Yeah.
And Chad's like this. And I just look at him
and it was kicking my ass, man. I'm telling you.
And I look over and I was like, just do it, man. Just get it out your system.
Let it go.
Between the turkey and the food.
Oh, my goodness. Have we not? We've been eating since 5 o'clock.
Yeah, and that's not turkey, bird.
Hey, by the way, that is new. That turkey, the honey, honey turkey?
Wild turkey, American honey. And it has
a little zing.
It's called American honey sting.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually got ghost peppers infused into it.
And then you know what? It's really
it really is good.
I mean, let me tell you something. It's really good.
The sting actually gets you on the back side, and I'm telling you, it's smooth.
Todd used to have a sting on his backside.
He says sting in the backside.
Smack his ass.
But that's going to be nice. One of these nice kind of fall drinks because it kind of warms you up, and it's kind of you don't want to go out and get blasted on it, but it's like a sipper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Throw some ice in the glass. Pour that stuff in there. Oh,
cold
yeah.
Take away some of that heat.
Yeah. So that's exactly what we're going to be taking on to the Duggar Dance, November 12th.
Speaking of that,
wild big turkey bottle then, ain't I?
Oh,
that small
yeah.
bottle I brought ain't gonna get it, is it?
Where did that? That's my mugshot, by the way, Todd Stone up there. I would look pretty happy there. So anyway, with November 12th, we had this big Duggar dance thing happening.
You have a call from?
Yeah,
North Central
that's where all that
Regional.
comes from. And we could do that then. But if you want to get hold of Duggar for that's Daryl there too. Daryl's messed up right there. We're just going through this because Todd is totally not interested.
No,
in the podcast.
I love this.
He's just
He
playing on
doesn't
his
like
phone.
your podcast.
Yeah, I mean, he just does a social hour. He could just go ahead and split. That's cool.
No, wait. No, if
There-
you're gonna throw up
no,
shots,
listen.
then they better be good shots of women. The women in your
Yeah.
house.
I'll just sit here. Okay, by the way, here's
that's
Vicky
okay.
on the phone. Go ahead. She looks like she dressed as a witcher.
Oh man! Tell her you said that shit.
Let's see. What's the next one, Eric? Let's go ahead. That's Eric and me and Brian. Then that's Todd.
That's
okay.
at Moundsville, and that's
Okay, go
that
ahead, because
goes-
nobody else can understand. Nobody else can even see this
can't
shit.
even
So
see
yeah,
it.
go
It's
ahead.
all blurred
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So
let's
anyhow,
go
we
ahead.
talked about going on a ghost hunt.
Yeah, right.
We talked about doing some, and right here we're looking at a picture of Moundsville State Prison. They're in Moundsville, West Virginia, and they got it all lit up with the green lights and everything to kind of give you that spooky green.
When did we go? There?
Halloween.
Was it November?
No,
Or was it October?
It was in December.
Butt
Wasn't it?
dumpling?
Wasn't it in December?
Ah.
Because God bless it, it was cold as hell.
I don't remember when we
I
went there.
figure it'd be October, right?
I don't know. I don't know. We need to talk about that when we're going to actually go up there, though, and then go to Weston too. We need to think
It
about
would
that
be
because
best in the month
these
of
couple
October.
months, or this month is going to fill a lot of that stuff up quick just because of what it is.
But I think people will be more apt to, if anybody wants. I mean, I don't know if you want people to join us or you just want it to be us. People will be more apt to join us in this month, I think.
Well, we can throw out an invitation for whoever's.
Yeah, I think that would be cool though if we could get a group of people. I mean, to go, and then we don't have to stay together. We can actually split up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then all meet back in the middle. But something like an
Meet
overnight.
back in the basement.
Because I think it would.
Back in the sugar shack.
Because I think it would be kind of cool to get a lot of us that listen, at least, if you can. I think that would be a really cool time.
Yeah, anybody that lives in the area that wants to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or anybody who wants to travel. Or anybody who wants to travel from a different country to come see us.
That'll be
Like
fun.
from Pakistan.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got some listeners
Get
in
out of
Pakistan.
your area and come here and
And walk around some old deserted,
Walk around
cold,
with infidels.
damp buildings. Yeah, the infidels.
hang
We're all
out.
infidels, by the way, if you didn't know that. I didn't know if you knew that or not. Chuck, did you know we're all infidels?
So, what was the because we could just talk about this dumb shit all night, or we could just talk about something something good.
Something cool.
It's up to you.
Let's talk.
Go ahead.
Let's talk about some history.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Chad's got some really cool things that have happened.
Dumbass.
What do you have? I mean, we love history, so that's the first thing. And some very interesting things throughout history happened every week we do this thing.
That's right. And actually today, October the 2nd, 1974, a new study came out by Dr. Robert Heath from Tulane University Medical School in New Orleans. He revealed that smoking cannabis can cause brain damage.
No, it doesn't cause brain damage. Shocker.
Okay. Now, here's my question for y'all. How many people do you think in America at the time smoked weed?
When was this? And back in
that was around right after
1974.
that was
Oh,
kind of
1970.
free love and Woodstock.
Yeah, right
days,
after the
74. That was
I'm gonna say it was pretty heavy.
that
into the
5 years
cannabis.
from like 69 to 74 has been like
They cause it.
I want to
brain
say
damage?
a lot.
That's what the study said. It caused brain damage.
I'll say those millennials. They were like the millennials of then. Like kind of like the millennials
Yeah,
now.
well, the
they're all like-
millennials
they're
now
all-
are all wimps, so
Yeah.
we're not comparing these
Yeah,
people
that's
to
true,
what we
yeah.
have now.
That's back then.
that's true.
Psychology wasn't too advanced back then.
So how many people smoked dope? That's the question.
Shit,
Yeah,
like-
how many people
How many-
back then? How many people?
Because they were. What year did the Vietnam War
I'd
end?
say
74,
40%.
72,
I
40%,
think it was
72.
72 is when it stopped, and they started bringing.
Yeah,
They finished bringing people home in
74 I
76,
think was
Right.
75.
So I would say 40%.
Oh, I'd say 50, easy 50.
Yeah, you got to remember, there's a lot of old people and young people included in that whole in the entire census, the entire population.
Well, maybe.
And,
so
and
I
we
would
are
say
just talking
you're-
about Americans. We're
Yeah.
not talking about in the world. We're just talking
I wanna
about
Okay,
say-
so I'm going to say from your 18 to 25-year-olds are the biggest users of it at that time. You know,
And you're thinking late 60s was early 20s. I'm going to say 50%.
It seems like that was when it would be probably more high than I think it would be, because while everything was a lot more conservative then, this is when the protests and things were happening. You know, 68 especially. That whole
we still go 40%.
40% seems high.
No, I said
It
50
does.
is even higher.
I'm thinking 40%. I'm saying 40%.
So you're saying
I
the
still
half,
think that's high.
almost half of everybody. So I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna say nearly that high. I'm gonna probably say maybe 10%.
Go.
The actual number is 1 in 8 Americans. So you're looking at probably around 17%.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
About 17, but to think about that, 17% of the Americans, it's 25 million.
Jeez.
That's a big number.
Or smoking.
You were
dope,
thinking what?
man.
60%? 50%?
50%.
Wow. 20? How many million?
a lot of
Americans?
doobies.
25 million.
25.
Is that now?
No,
No,
that
that
was
was
1974.
74.
Now it's probably around the 40%, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
no doubt. And I just saw a thing too where a study came out saying that smoking weed, smoking
Actually
pot,
kills
actually
cancer.
kills cancer cells.
They have
you
actually
go.
finally
I saw
come out
that
and
too.
said
Can
it.
you
But,
believe that?
That's one of those things. What do you believe? Is that a hoax on there? Somebody doing that, or is there, or is the government really keeping that a secret and they really did do that? And they
You know
just
what?
wanna make money.
That's a yeah.
See, you know what? Here's what I can say. I can see it both ways. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say somebody that wants to smoke weed will say anything that they want to make it seem
able to
like it's.
smoke,
But
yeah.
at the same time, if it was something as simple I could grow in my backyard that they can't regulate, as simple as a weed, say, and I could smoke it and cure myself of cancer and basically do away with medicine and save all that.
Oh, yeah, they're
Listen,
gonna keep
they're
it
going to say,
legal.
you know what? That shit is illegal.
Oh, yeah, because they want your money, buddy. They don't
That's
want you
a-
self-medicate.
They don't care if you die as long as
No.
you give me all your money.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, what else happened in this week?
All right. Can anybody tell me October 3rd of 1955, what show debuted on ABC?
In 55? I got to guess.
Dragnet.
No.
Honeymooners.
No.
No honeymooners? That would have been right around the time.
And
for
I'm going to be
honeymoon.
honest with you. All of us that are 40 and above probably enjoyed this as a kid.
Really?
What was the date
In
again?
55?
That's what, you know what? I'm thinking the same thing. I'm
It's a
thinking there's only-
long-lasting show that we probably would have enjoyed
Lassie.
of as a kid.
All in the
Lassie.
Family.
See, that would have been the color.
Lassie.
See, I'm thinking 55 is black and white.
Yeah, oh,
right off the bat,
absolutely.
55
Oh,
in black
yeah,
and white.
yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
thinking, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going through, okay, in 55,
Mr. Ed.
honeymooners.
Let me
Mr.
put it
Ed.
to you this way: it's more of a show that has lasted throughout the years. That season after season
Brady
after
Bunch.
season, it had
Brady
kids enjoying it.
Brady Bunch.
Oh, it's got to be like a Saturday morning thing then. Is it
Saturday morning
animated? Is it
cartoons.
animated? It's not animated.
Okay, y'all are just
Lassie.
pathetic. It's Mickey Mouse Club.
Oh, my
thought
God.
that.
The Mickey Mouse
Now, if
Club.
you would have said like 1930s, maybe.
no,
It debuted in 1955.
Yeah, but
that
Mickey
when-
Mouse stuff started back in 20s.
But that was
Oh,
on
yeah,
TV.
but
That
on
was on
television.
movies.
That,
Right.
that was on
Yeah,
movies. That was on
sure.
movie
Yeah.
stuff. We're
Yeah.
talking about something that debuted
Yeah.
on TV.
I remember
Yeah.
going to my
Mickey
grandfather's.
Mouse
I
Club.
remember going to my grandparents' house on
watched
Sundays,
that
and my
shit.
grandpa used to cut our hair. He was the barber, my grandfather. And then after we get our hair cut, we go in Sunday night. We watch the Mickey Mouse Club.
Hey, when did
I never watched that
I
crap.
never
Yeah,
watched
I
it.
never watched it. I was a-
I
I
was
never
a romper
watched-
room kid.
Exactly.
Oh.
I never watched Mickey Mouse Club. I thought that was only for girls.
Oh shit! You had Davy Crockett and
Yeah, because I used to love the surfing movies with Annette Funicello and is that her name?
That's different.
Yeah.
She was hot.
and then
she
what,
was a Mouseketeer
who-
too.
Wow,
that's
was
the same
cool.
thing, right?
Duh.
Well, she was a
She was
Mouseketeer,
cool
but
with
then
the
she,
ears on,
but
but-
then she went into the movies after that. I think
Yeah.
Disney movies.
Yeah, but what was the one with Toyland?
Toyland.
What was the dude that played Annette, and then who was the other guy across from her that they always
Dude
Frankie
that played
Avalon?
Annette?
Frankie
Yeah, Frankie
Avalon.
Avalon.
Listen, Toyland, Babes in Toyland. Love that movie.
Babes
and there's the one where they're on the
in
beach and they're surfing, and you see, you'd see the fake wave behind them, and they're just
yeah.
standing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so
Hey,
classic.
baby.
Or they're out there on the sand and they're playing a guitar and they're having this clam bake thing, and they have these like almost like straight jackets on and for bikinis, and they're
Yeah.
doing this kind of jiggling dance.
Yeah, jiggy 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 jiggy.
Oh, I love it. Anyway, what else we got?
All right, October 4th, 1957. The space race begins when the Soviet Union launches the first artificial satellite,
I know.
Sputnik.
Oh, I was gonna say that, man.
It weighed 184 pounds. It was 22 inches in diameter. It circled the Earth
Damn right it
every, what? How long did it take for Sputnik to circle the
10
Earth?
days.
No,
And
less
let me
than-
tell you something. You will be surprised.
See, I'm thinking of the space shuttle.
3 days.
No, I'm
thinking-
gonna say 12 hours.
12
no, I'm
hours.
gonna say 8 hours.
Every
No,
time you go around the well, I'm thinking of the space. I'm thinking the space shuttle goes around.
5 hours.
I'm thinking space shuttle goes around maybe once a day, just because of the orbit.
It's like Todd. We'll say 30 seconds.
So, Todd's saying.
I'll say 8 hours. I'll say
8 hours to go around the Earth.
Yeah.
Depending.
That's
So I don't know the orbit.
Bruce, what
I don't
do
know
you
how
think?
far out that
Sputnik,
thing
how,
was.
How fast would it go around the Earth?
I would say 5 hours.
Darren?
Darren.
I don't know.
No.
I don't
know.
I'm cheating.
Okay. From what I researched, it said that it circled the Earth every 1 hour and 36 minutes.
What?
Every 90 minutes, that thing went. How
Now-
high? How
now listen.
high was that thing in orbit to go around the Earth
doesn't
every
matter.
90
It's
minutes?
how
Every
fast it
hour
was.
No, I mean, well, yeah, but
36
it
minutes.
depends.
Well, you
how-
got
it has
to
how
remember
high
The
it
this.
is.
higher it up,
Because
the higher
it's
up
not
it is,
really-
the longer it would have to take.
18,000 miles an hour.
18,000.
Well, I'm thinking
Well,
the
you
high-
got to
I'm
remember
thinking
the
the
Earth
higher-
is moving too. So
I'm thinking
if
the
it's going
higher.
this way and the Earth's going this way.
I'm thinking the higher you up, the more miles you cover.
Hire you up.
I mean, say if
Yeah, the more miles you cover, but that makes it that much
Oh,
longer for
that's-
you to have to get
Yeah,
around.
because the radius is much bigger.
what was the
Listen,
orbit?
If
Find out where the
anybody
orbit
wants to
of
disagree
Sputnik.
with me, I get this from.
Yeah, no. I see what
No.
you're saying now.
I get this from the peoplehistory.com. Okay, I'm just repeating
Yeah, I
what's
see what you're
on
saying.
the
I'm trying to
internet.
understand.
Let me elaborate.
Wow, that's
Traveling
a
at
big word.
18,000 miles an hour, its elliptical orbit had an apogee, farthest point from the Earth,
Apogee.
of 584 miles and a perigee, nearest point, of 143 miles.
So that thing was at one time 500 miles away from Earth, at one time 100 miles off of Earth,
143.
and traveling 18,000 miles an hour.
Yes.
Dang!
So that thing kind of did not necessarily it completes it. It was kind of
Oblong.
like oblong, like boom, it would pick up, come out wide, then boom.
Well, you got to remember it doesn't really have resistance. Like if something was traveling 18,000 miles within our atmosphere, you'd have that wind. It would just tear that.
Yeah,
Let
but
me ask you
what
this,
happens is as it when it takes that long bend around, then comes back and hits that the Earth's gravity, and that kind of slingshot
Here's
it
the question
around.
I have
and
for you,
come-
though. Here's the question I have for you. This is the very first one, Sputnik. Very first one.
Yeah.
How did they even know there was an orbit? Mm-hmm. How did they know?
Well, I guess they did.
It was the very first one. How did they know something was going to orbit around the Earth?
How did they even know it went 18,000 miles an hour?
Well,
How-
they can
how
probably
did they
measure it
know?
from A to B? They can measure this.
How would they know?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? If
It's
you're going
hard
to
to
shoot,
tell.
if you're going to shoot something in space and say we're going to put the satellite in space and we're going to let this thing revolve around Earth, well, how in the hell would you know that it even could?
Yeah.
Unless aliens told you.
Boom! There it goes.
Yeah.
Ancient
Uh-huh.
aliens. You ever watch that program?
I do.
Ancient
Yes,
Aliens?
I do.
That's a good show.
I do too.
Yeah, that's a good show, right?
I watch all those alien related
Yeah,
stuff.
Ancient Aliens.
Do you,
There's a
do you
lot
know
of-
my real initial was E.T.?
Oh yeah, love E.T.
Ichiro?
Eijiro Takashi E.T.
E.T.?
Letter E.T.
Oh yeah, E.T.
And you're
extraterrestrial.
sort of an alien?
Maybe Bruce is an
Do you
alien.
phone home a lot?
Huh?
And he does phone
You
home.
phone home?
I do call home.
And do you like Reese's Pieces?
Yeah.
See? See?
Hey,
There's
He's in.
Bruce
Bruce,
is
you're
in.
in.
Aren't you? You've been here the whole time. You never
let me
went
see your
back.
fingers.
Look at them things. It's glowing. That one's glowing. Look at that.
There you go. Oh, no,
Oh, wait, I see one glowing.
Oh yeah, that one's
That's spitting, Jimmy. Get it right.
My.
All right, October 5th of
nice.
1969. We had a show debut on BBC TV.
He said 69.
on BBC, huh?
It was a total of 45 episodes over 4 seasons.
Teletubby.
That's great.
Tinky Winky.
Okay. Let's see.
But it only ran for 4 seasons.
Only ran for 4 seasons, but it totaled 45 episodes. It debuted on October 5th, 1969 on BBC TV.
BBC. British.
Okay, so that's what I mean.
British.
So I'm thinking
Doctor Who.
That's what I would think.
That's why I asked how many seasons, because that thing's still running.
Yeah, but those are new ones, so it's not like the original.
Well, that's true, but is he right?
No.
No.
Right.
No.
How
I didn't-
about
what other BBC?
Was it Benny Hill?
Top Gear.
Oh,
Benny
Benny
Hill.
Hill would have been a good one to say.
Yeah.
Nope, it's not Benny Hill.
I love that
I like
show.
that little ball-headed dude on there.
Yeah, and you'd always tap him.
Yeah.
I freaking love that show, man.
It was Monty Python's Flying Circus.
Dang. I used to watch Monty Python all the time, too.
Monty Python.
You know, if you ask anybody that's probably 30 or under, if you ever say anything about Benny Hill, they have no clue.
No
what you're talking
clue.
about.
I have no
That's
clue
a good secret
don't know
for
that?
our age of people.
Yeah.
You want me to pull up some
Benny
Benny
Hill,
Hill?
they're
An
like,
enjoyment
what?
that only we
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Are you have that TV locked up there? I'll put something on the TV here, or you can pull it up
Benny
there.
Hill.
Yeah.
Benny Hill. The great thing about Benny Hill is that they had Boots Randolph. You know Boots Randolph doing the I don't know what the heck the name of the song was there. What was the name of the daggone song? The saxophone.
Yeah.
That thing.
I'll tell you something back along that era too that I enjoyed too was Red Skelton.
I disconnected.
You guys remember Red Skelton?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was good.
I remember. I loved him, man.
No, it should be the same, Chuck. I've disconnected, so whatever you
What are
throw
y'all
up there should go.
Yeah,
Killing
it's on the
everything.
one thing though. It's this is on a different. Anyway, go ahead, continue while I'm doing this here.
All right, October 6th, 1926.
Ah, that's my grandmother was born in 1926.
Okay, I'm going to go for the sports here for the next couple.
Chuck, you'll be good at this.
Okay.
This guy, he sets a new record in the World Series with 3 home runs and a 10-5 win over the Cards. October 6th,
Hank Aaron.
1926.
Baseball.
Hank
question.
Aaron.
Nope.
Hank Aaron, 1926.
There you go.
Babe Ruth.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
Have a winner.
good guess. Good guess, Jim.
Yeah.
That was an
That's
obvious
right. It was
answer.
Babe Ruth.
Dang, that's good, man.
Yeah, he's a good player, and plus he's got the rough childhood, but it's
Yeah.
a good story. He's a good. His success story is good.
He liked to smoke a lot of cigars and eat a lot of hot dogs.
He died early, too.
What else you got?
I've got on October 7th of 2001.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. A little more recent. Still sports.
Oh, I don't know sports.
This guy hits his final home run for the season, creating a new record-breaking 73 home runs in one season against Dennis Springer of the L.A. Dodgers.
Mark McGuire.
Wrong.
Oh!
Dang.
Sosa.
Nope.
Oh, dang.
Frank Thomas.
Nope.
Jimmy's going to hate himself not knowing this.
Yeah, he
92, 91.
Oh, back
No,
then.
No, it's 2001.
Oh, 2001.
Sammy Sosa and Mark McGuire, right?
Nope.
That's what I thought, Mark.
Oh, no, because he wasn't where I'm thinking he
The
was.
very next year. That was the year before. The very next year they broke it, didn't it?
Think of a think
And it
of
was,
I think so, yeah.
think of
was it A-Rod?
No, think
No.
of a
No,
think.
it's
I'll tell you what. Think
He
of,
used to be a pirate.
think of a watermelon
Bonds.
head. Yeah,
Barry Bonds.
Bonds.
Yeah, but
gone.
that's with an asterisk next to it. He was juicing.
It's still
Well, Mark
it's
McGuire
still
was
in
juicing,
there.
too.
HGH.
Well, I guess it's not really juicing then. I need to get some of that.
All right, guys.
I do
October
too.
8th of 1965.
Oh, God.
This is more for our UK listeners here.
Oh, I like you.
Pay attention, UK
Okay.
listeners. We love you.
Prime Minister Harold Wilson officially opens this 580-foot tall structure. It was London's Post Office Tower.
What year? 65?
1965. It was the tallest building in Britain at the time, and its main purpose was to support microwave aerials used to carry telecommunications traffic from London to the rest of the country.
Big Ben.
No, it was the post office tower.
It was the London. There was no question with this one, Todd.
You know what? Here's what's bad though. This is what's funny about that.
Go back
And
to
I
sleep.
can't bust Todd's balls because we were outside. Chad said the same thing to me, and I said, "Big Ben."
You said
the exact same damn
Exactly.
thing.
I don't feel
Chuck
so.
Chad
Nicholson-
looked at me and said, "I wasn't even asking you a question."
See, you shouldn't even have said that. You should have just busted on Todd the whole time like he was done.
Thank you, Chuck, for doing that.
But yeah, it was called the London's Post Office Tower. It was 500.
London Bridge.
Parliament.
It was 581 feet tall, and it was the tallest structure in Britain at the time. And like I said, it was used for carrying telecommunications traffic from London to the rest of the country.
All right.
So
Big Ben.
that happened on October 8th of 1965.
That's fantastic.
There you go.
And speaking,
Oh, Monty Python.
speaking of the UK, one thing that I love about Monty Python, and that was a great one. I love how Chad does that stuff because we love history like that, and a lot of times you forget that stuff.
Well, you're
and
not
don't
done,
realize
right?
it.
You got a few more?
That was every day
No,
throughout the
was-
week.
That was every day for the week.
Okay.
Full
Okay.
screen it.
I like the...
I just go the week, Todd, because we got next week. I got to have something for next week.
I like the
Yeah.
history stuff. I like that.
This is one of the famous scenes. There's a lot of famous scenes here in the Monty Python Search for the Holy Grail. This came out in 1975, I believe. And they're out here in the woods, and they're two knights fighting.
One's a black knight.
And I never did understand the genius of King Arthur going around with somebody behind him with the coconuts, sounding like a horse and not actually being the horse. But the knight actually reminds me of Duggar in a lot of ways.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
I'm sure he'd be happy to know that, Chuck.
Which one? The black one?
No, the knight, King Arthur, right
that
there. Right here, watch this blood spurt out. Watch this. Nice. Bruce, have you ever seen this movie? You've never seen Monty Python and the Search for the Holy Grail. This is one of those where this scene right here. Chad, have you seen this before?
Absolutely not. This was before
Really?
my time.
Oh, you've never seen this. Now,
I was
Darren, you know
born in
this.
'76.
Oh yeah. I love
Okay.
this.
Out of anything you've seen Monty Python, the TV show actually is kind of stupid.
I'm Arthur, King of the Britons.
And this is Monty Python. This is one of those movies to where it's like it's a cult following.
Yeah,
You either like it or you don't.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's so they're so crazy that they're fantastic.
In
And right
this, in this,
This is one of these scenes that make this movie perfect.
Yeah.
Watch this stuff.
Watch this.
You make me sad. So be it. Come, Patsy.
None shall pass.
What?
None shall pass.
Look at that. Can you?
I have no quarrel with you, good Sir Knight, but I must cross this bridge.
Then you shall die.
I command you, as King of the Britons,
See, we
to
can sit here and
stand
watch this all
aside.
night.
I move
and I think we should.
for no man.
I want to start saying it. That guy has like a trash can on his
So
head for a
be
helmet.
it.
Now they're going to start fighting. Monty Python Search for the Holy Grail.
But this is one of
Right,
the,
here we go. Right here. Watch this. King Arthur is fighting the Black Knight. This is why
Swings. He misses.
This is why this is so good right here. And British humor is so kind of like dry. Yeah. Oh!
Uh-oh. He
That's
just
so
chopped the
cheesy.
knight's arm
Stand
off.
aside, worthy adversary.
'Tis but a scratch.
A scratch?
The scratching.
Took his arm off.
He
Well, what's
keeps
that,
going, man. You gotta watch this, man.
I've heard worse.
great.
You liar.
Come on, you pansy.
So he already lost one arm. Oops! Oh!
Uh-oh.
Victory is mine.
There goes another arm.
We thank thee, Lord, that in thy mercy...
Now he's using,
What? How about you?
now he's kicking him because he got no arms.
You are indeed brave, Sir Knight, but the fight is mine.
Oh, had enough, eh?
Look, you stupid bastard, you've got no arms left. Yes, I have. Look!
Just a flesh wound.
How many times over the years have we said it?
Oh,
Just a
no.
flesh wound.
It's just a flesh wound.
Right!
There he goes. Bang! There goes the leg. Boy.
Right, I'll do you for that. You what? Come here. What are you going to do, bleed on me? I'm invincible! You're a loony. The Black Knight always triumphs! How about you?
Here he goes.
Come on, then.
There goes his other leg.
Wow, we got really blurry really fast.
I know, right?
All right. We'll call it a draw.
Come, Patsy.
Oh,
call
I
it a draw.
see. Running away.
So now they ride away on their fake horses with their coconut.
Dun, 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 dun. That is pretty good stuff right there.
Hey, you know, with this being October and all, what we haven't talked about in a long time, which was supposed to be something we talked about all the time,
Yeah.
was
How we lost our
video.
virginity.
No, that's you haven't been there yet.
Nice.
Video games, and we have Battlefield 1 comes out here shortly.
Holy moly! We haven't talked about Battlefront, the Death Star stuff that they brought out.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Have you played that yet, Chuck?
They only got one mode, which kind of stinks. I wish they had more.
They will. I'm sure they'll come out with more.
But I like it. You know, you start off in an air battle. If you beat that part, then you get inside the Death Star, and you're actually, you know, you're not in the ship anymore. You're on feet, you know, running through the Death Star, doing your thing. Then once you rescue R2-D2, then you're back outside. And
Now
you're
you're in
flying
the
through
trenches.
the trench. You
Yeah.
know?
So I mean, it's all based upon how everybody's playing, and it's actually a campaign. Like you start out, everybody's starting out. When you start out,
Right. Everyone starts out
and
in space.
it's almost like a was it domination they had where you go from
Rush.
Rush,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
so
where
that's
you
sort of
get
the
to a certain
same.
checkpoint, and then you go forward. Yeah.
So you'll play on the outside, then
Yeah.
if you get to that checkpoint,
Yeah.
then you do this. If you get to that checkpoint, then you
Yeah.
keep going and
Yeah.
going and going and
Yeah,
And
going.
then you
It
get
is
to see
balls
Death
fun.
Star explode.
You know, that's pretty smart that they did it that way too.
Yeah,
kinda.
it's pretty badass. I like it.
Now I think is it December or Rogue One's coming out? There's another, December Rogue One is coming. Well, not
Which
the
is
movie,
an
but,
expansion.
well, yeah, the movie too, but the expansion for Battlefront is Rogue One's coming out in December.
But that Battlefield 1,
Battlefield 1.
it's coming out in the next couple weeks,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
the 18th of October.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if that's the early release date for the people pre-ordered, or if that's the actual release date. And
I'm
pre-order
guessing-
get it earlier than that.
Yeah, I'm
maybe.
guessing the release date's
But,
the 18th, but
Yeah, I played
Because
the
not everybody-
I played the beta, and betas are always historically bad for Battlefronts or Battlefields.
you like this one?
But it wasn't bad. I mean, I could tell the game's gonna be good.
We're all
but,
yawning
you
and
know.
everything else. It's great. The reason being is this. We're just going to be honest with you. We had one hell of a taxing social hour. And if you haven't watched that yet, you need to do that. It happens every Sunday night starting at 7 o'clock. We go
7
absolutely...
p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Well, it's 7, 7:04, 7:07, sometimes 7:15, depending on if we figure out
if
the
you're
cameras or
listening
not.
from the
Yeah.
UK or Pakistan or wherever you're
Oh, yeah.
at.
Yeah, by the way, that's
Something
Eastern Standard Time, too, by the way. So if when we say like 7
We'll have to come up
o'clock...
with Zulu time.
Yeah,
We gotta do that.
Yeah, we'll do something like that. Then that way you'll know exactly when it is if you're whatever time zone you're in.
Just have them listed out. If you're in UK, it will be on at. If you're in,
yeah, if you're in Pakistan,
Airing now at 5 p.m. in
adjust
Japan.
your rabbit ears.
you know what we should have did? We should have sent a nice message to the guy that's where was he from? Germany.
Yes.
Yeah.
The guy was from Germany. We should have
should have
sent a little
friended him.
message. Yeah, friended him. Sent a message to him. Hey, thanks for listening. And the chick from Morocco or wherever she was
Right.
from.
It's exciting when we get international
I know,
listeners
right?
like that.
I
I
like
mean, we
that.
have an international listener right here in the same room,
But
but it's different.
He's our international translator correspondent.
Right,
So,
right,
yeah.
right.
and then we got. Was it next month? Rogue One comes out. Is it November or December?
December 18th, 17th.
Is it the same as Star
December.
Wars?
Yeah. Rogue One.
Yeah.
December 17th or 18th.
Okay, I didn't know if
they.
they moved if it was November.
No. It's in
So
December.
we got a lot of stuff coming up here soon.
Yeah. But the whole point of it is we're tired tonight because we had a very taxing social hour. And
I've
it
been up
wasn't
since 5:30.
and here's and
I'm
I-
still on 4 o'clock start time.
Well, and here's the big problem is that tonight we're just plain as tired. And the reason being, I'm going to be very simple. I'm going to be very honest. We were eating about an hour and a half before we even did our first
know,
broadcast. Then we went kind of crazy. Alex brought us a couple more pizzas, some chicken wings. We ate, we drank. Then we started this. Now we're really tired.
Have
Yeah,
had-
when you
have
get that
we,
full belly, man.
Listen, it just
had
I got
any
about
text
300
or,
miles behind me.
yeah, food.
Have
coming.
we had any text or voice messages or
Have we had
emails or anything? I'd like to see
No,
what the heck
I
we
checked
got.
those things. I checked them, and the last one was oh shoot, it was something obscene.
Oh, really?
Well, maybe
It
our
wasn't
listen-
bad. No, it wasn't
It was
bad.
it was a
wasn't.
voicemail or a text, Chuck.
No, it was a text
Or an email.
on Google Voice.
I thought
But
I
yeah,
looked
you can go ahead and be sure to go ahead and send us a.
I thought I looked on the website stats. It said I think it said there was a little bit of traffic coming through on the email thing.
Yeah, if you go ahead and
Unless that's just people pretending this.
Pretendiness?
Or no, I mean like trying to get through without the because I got one of those things on there that they have to like fill in the numbers so that they can say, so we don't get spam.
Oh,
email, you know
like
what I
the
mean?
bot thing.
And I don't know if it registers that like as they're trying to put in or what. I don't know.
You got anything interesting over there, Rogan? You got something you want to read to us?
yeah, I mean, look, I'm going to play this because I have no idea what it is.
Or you can actually
And it was-
play this.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
Because
listen
this
to
is
it.
from. Let's see.
Is it safe to put the camera?
Yes, I'm just responding to the fact I had a call on this line, 860-391-2439, and just trying to find out who was calling. Right.
No,
So
Well,
did you
that
call
was
this person?
real
no, I have no idea who that is.
Thanks, man.
Hello, my name is Lee Erickson with the VRX company.
He should
our
be
phone
like an
system
air traffic
shows that we
controller.
received a call from your phone number on Saturday, May 9th.
Wow, I
at
haven't listened to these for a long
7:50
time, have I?
We also know we get a lot of phone calls that have been spoofed. And
We spoofed them.
that
Listen,
may
I've
be-
I guess
never-
you better tell people
But
not to.
someone
to
there was
call this
inquiring
line.
about our text inserter product, which interfaces cash registers to video surveillance.
How we
equipment.
need cash registers
You can reach us
in
again at
video surveillance
866
equipment?
You never
Couldn't
know.
tell you.
8398. I'm going to mark this number as probably not a legitimate call. So
yeah, please do that.
Well, then stop talking.
Please do that, Lee or Eric or whatever the hell your name is.
That is
so
not.
much.
Hey,
Bye.
that is not very exciting, man.
Well, you can tell he's a bad guy. I mean, look at how he works.
Yeah,
right there.
the
That's
balls
in your card.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Idiot.
Well, I think that's the computer's translation.
Yeah, but that's a bad impression.
Douchebag.
Right there.
Balls in your card.
My balls in your card.
Balls in your, yeah, like balls in your cord.
You got some pretty flat balls.
I'm enlarging my butt.
I think we saw enough balls earlier during the.
Yeah, I think we did too. Thanks for that, Rogan.
Oh no, you didn't see anything from
No,
me.
we saw your balls
It was
hanging there.
No,
We
you saw.
Yeah,
something.
they
Nobody
look-
else
moon
did.
and its
They
satellites.
look
I'm
like
telling
two,
you
but they
right
look
now.
like Christmas ornaments hanging
Nobody
down
else.
from your butthole.
You know what?
playing with your dinghy.
Hey, you know what? Talking about all those messages, I think people are just too shy to type that message anymore.
Yeah, what's up with that, Rogan?
Yeah, I mean,
I think so.
I mean,
well,
I-
we haven't really been pushing it the last
I
couple
mean,
weeks.
I myself don't
Yeah,
use.
why
I'm
is-
a big
why are people
Facebook
shy?
user. You know, the emails. It's a big communication way for me.
YouTube.
Right.
Text
Yeah.
us, though.
Texting.
Well, like
yeah.
you said. it's-
How many people do we have on RoganRadio.com right now? Now, listen, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
something you could do. RoganRadio.com. You can check that out. We have all the podcasts on there. Did we get the we have the actual
Let me see if I can
podcast
find
on there, but do we have the video stuff for YouTube on there yet?
YouTube, I look for the comments and nobody comments.
I'm
on
gonna
that.
have to look that
Yeah,
stuff
see,
up.
most of them watch on Facebook. See, it's kind of crossed. I mean, we have a large audience on YouTube. The problem with YouTube is when we go live on YouTube, right? Once we stop and everything stops, Facebook will keep all of that stuff where everybody has like commented and things like that. YouTube, for whatever reason, as soon as we're done doing live, there could be 300 people watch that. As soon as we're done, we hit end. It all
all
goes
gone.
away.
It's all gone.
So it
In an
doesn't-
archives. It doesn't keep any of that stuff that happened live.
Really?
And I don't know why the hell that
That
is.
sucks.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's not nearly as good as, say, Facebook is as far as their live videos go. So you almost have to do that stuff.
Right now, it says that we've had 1,246
Oh, that's fantastic.
people
then.
that have come to Rogan Radio website.
Okay.
507 likes.
How many?
1,246.
Last time I checked, it was like 6 something.
Yeah, so it's really going up pretty well then. Good deal. Once
Maybe
again-
my change. Can you change my my picture where it says if you click on our team and you look at Todd Beck, I look like this very
Yeah, I
handsome
need to do that, don't I?
black man
Let's see.
with really nice teeth.
So you'd rather not be a handsome black
I look stoned.
Yes, you do look a little stoned. Maybe you want to look at that guy. What a handsome devil I am.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check the data out on this somehow. I haven't checked it at all.
My picture
So
looks like
funny.
I'm laughing because I just farted and y'all are having to smell it.
That
It
is
looks like
great.
you're laughing and you've been smelling that fart for a while.
We need to get Brucey on there. Yeah, Darren looks like he just smoked a joint.
Is Bruce on there? I don't think Bruce is on there.
No, that's
you know what?
Get him on
Keep the mystery guy.
We'll put Bruce on there.
Yeah,
Just,
the
hey, listen,
mystery
we'll
guy.
put Bruce on there, but put him as Godzilla head.
Yeah.
Godzilla.
that's too
Todd's probably the best looking dude on here, actually.
I am the best looking guy on there. Look at the dental work my parents spent all that money getting on me.
I look like I just
Professional.
grabbed.
That looks like a shot that you would use for a modeling.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
Your resume picture.
That's my headshot for my. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy looks like he just face stomped or curb stomped somebody in the head, and I look like I just grabbed like some 5-year-old boy's ass. I'm not really sure. Look at that thing. What is all that? It's terrible.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring up the site analytics now to see because I've never looked at any of that stuff. To be
Right.
honest.
We have some really cool stuff on here. If you go over to the site map, you can go ahead and go through all that. We have videos and all kinds for so many years ago that we've done some really stupid things, and it's
I
turned
need
out
to
to be
get
pretty
up a
funny.
lot more stuff on there.
Yeah.
too.
But anyway,
Have you looked at the where all the podcasts are to look at the views?
No.
The one with the most is episode 1, the beginning, 320
Which one? What site's that? Which one's that off of?
on Rogan Radio.
no,
dot
yeah.
com.
Is that off of RoganRadio.com?
Yeah, it's right there. It says 320.
Off the website then. So
Episode
how-
one,
Off the
the beginning.
website? Off the website?
320. Yeah, the next one is Goat Man at 245.
Yeah, so see, that's
Goat
what I
man.
mean. There's all that's pretty neat, Darren. Yeah, good
See
find
how
there.
right there on the side?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, good job, Jimmy. You probably didn't even know you did that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Goat Man and Gag Boys, 275.
Well, those are so old too, aren't they?
Where's
Y'all
it
think-
showing that at though? On the website, it's showing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
Yeah,
it
if
right
we
we're
now.
go
under
to the right hand
podcast.
side.
Listen, we
Booze,
were
Babes, and Bob is got
Yeah.
102.
Yeah.
how many?
102.
Oh, my
Boobs,
God, that
Babes,
was-
and Bob.
That was the first time Bob was on this show when he was the first. Oh my gosh, that
yeah.
was fantastic.
Jack.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we want to thank you for listening. Go ahead, remember this. If you're in the area of north central West Virginia and you're looking for pumpkins, make sure you stop at the Designers Garden Center on Meadowbrook Road. They have fantastic deals, and I can't say this enough, and just not because we're friends with them, but because they are great. They're great pumpkins. They have the largest selection of specialty pumpkins in the tri-state area, and you will not be disappointed, and it's not going to break your bank either.
No, they
Also,
start from like $1, right?
from
They
a
go
dollar
from
and-
up to $15.
And 15, when you're talking about it, if you spend $15 on a pumpkin, listen, you might not be able to fit the thing in your car.
You
That's
better
how
bring an
big some of
SUV.
these things are.
Yeah, and they can go to Rogan Radio and check out. You got the you got a
Absolutely.
video up
We
right
put
now.
the
They go
video
there
up
to
there.
check it out for themselves.
We absolutely did. Once again, November 12th, we had the Duggar coming to the Comfort Suites in Bridgeport. We would really like you to attend that. And now, seriously, we are going to get our stuff together this week because we are going to go ahead and start planning some ghost hunts and things like that. We're going to go to Moundsville. We're going to go to Weston. We're going to go to some area attractions. We're also going to go to some area, urban legend haunted places. We're going to do. It's going to be kind of easier. Since it's getting darker now, say if we want to go back to Flinderation, right? We wait till 7 o'clock. We spend till 10 o'clock at night. We could do that on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
When we go to like a Moundsville or like an overnight stay in a prison or something like that,
cool,
then
man.
obviously that's going to be a Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday.
You know what I mean? So that's how we're going to have to do that. But we'll let you know. And if you'd like to get involved with us and go with us, that would be fantastic, especially if you like ghost hunting.
More the merrier.
We've been on things to where nothing happens, and we've been on things to where some really crazy shit happens.
Absolutely. We
And
have
if you'd like to come
evidence
along.
of that. We,
And a lot of times, those things that real crazy shit happens, you don't find out until after.
That's the truth.
Oh
too.
yeah, I know.
whenever you watch the video.
That is absolutely the truth. But once again, we would really like you to give us a review on Facebook. Just go ahead and go on Facebook, and it's just search Rogan Radio. You'll see like the little light bulb thing and the R&R kind of thing. That's Rogan Radio. Do the same thing on YouTube. Now, YouTube, when you go to there, just go ahead and put one word, Rogan Radio, no spaces or anything. It gets confused with Seth and Joe Rogan. And then just go ahead and give us a like and a subscription on that, and you'll see everything that we do. And we have a good time.
yeah. If you go on Stitcher, which I use Stitcher all the time, thumbs up.
Yeah,
Always
Stitcher,
thumb it up, thumb
iTunes,
it up.
leave a review. Stitcher, leave a review. Pandora, thumbs up. Spotify, I'm not really sure. I don't
Yeah,
use
I
Spotify.
don't know about that.
We still haven't. What's the one that I wanted to get on, but I still haven't worked on it?
I can't remember.
Tune In Radio.
Tuned in. Yeah.
I've almost given up on that because
Pandora, thumbs up.
Pandora, yeah, Pandora, thumbs up. We keep forgetting about that one. But anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Darren, Chad, Donnie, who had to go back to D.C., Brucey, Jimmy from the Coal Mines, Todd Beck, and myself, this has been episode 45. We're going to call this one Food Coma because we're just blasted.
There's still some more food out there.
Listen, there's going to be food out there for a long time, and we're tired, and we were tired before we even started this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to Rogan Radio.